What's going on, guys, and welcome back to this week's video where I'll be sharing with you 5 tips, guys, 5 tips on how you get minimalism into your financial situation. Start saving more money, how you can be more proactive with your money, and how you can use your money to leverage you in the future. Okay, guys, so before we start this video, I really hope that you guys have smashed the subscribe button already before I've asked. And guys, if you guys can just please like this video for the YouTube algorithm can mention me, and I can share this video with a lot more people so we can all really benefit of the content that I'm going to be producing. I also want to give a disclaimer, guys, that I too have, made bad financial decisions, and I'm only 21 years old, and that could be, pretty usual and common for a lot of people, like teenagers. I'm pretty sure that we all, once we received our first paycheck, we really didn't know what to do with it. We really all thought that we were rich. We could just buy out anything we want.
Show me the money.
But guys, there has to be a turning point. There has to be, an ending story. It can affect multiple ways in your lifestyle, not just in the bank account, but it can actually make you, some people get more anxious, which can make you lose weight, which can make you gain weight. But guys, I know that we all like to overcomplicate things when it comes to financial, decisions, and, just the whole term of finances can be very taboo at times. We try not to really talk about our finances with our family, with our friends. Guys, that can bring a lot of problems into our financial life when we're not trying to outsource any help, or we're not trying to look for any help out there. Okay, guys, but there's a simple equation, this very simple equation that I think anyone, even who has failed math, or anyone who's not a math guru, with this equation, you'll ensure that you'll actually be saving much more money than when you're actually spending. That equation, guys, is mind-blowing, it is simple, and it's something that I think we all know, which is spend less than what you actually are making. And to put that in context, guys, say you're making $50,000 and you're spending $25,000. That means that you're ultimately saving $25,000. We want to make sure that we're spending our money as wisely and as best as possible. And guys, I'm especially targeting to the younger audience. The younger audience, possibly you're living with your parents. You're making money, but you guys want to spend money that you guys don't have. This video can actually help you out. You can possibly become financially free. Step number 1, guys, is getting clear and definite about your financial situation and circumstance. By making sure that we write down all these things in a plan and make them a non-negotiable thing, will actually allow us to get there much more quicker and much more efficient when we're actually really tempted on purchasing an item that we know that we can't afford, that we don't really actually need it. Goals and priorities that we have already written down on our notebook or on the computer, or wherever you're writing these things down, will actually help us look back at those things that we really do need, actually save us when we're actually tempted to buy things. The more we actually end up doing this, the more it will actually become easier and will actually just become a part of your life. Kind of just like how I'm breathing right now. Okay, guys, so that brings me to step number 2, which is remove distractions. One of the main keys here that we all have to focus on when we're moving distractions is what are the things that are actually distracting us. We have to look at the negative things, the things that we know deep inside that actually distract us. Whether it's emails and getting promotions from brands on Instagram, on Snapchat, on email, wherever we're looking at these brands from. Are you the type that goes on social media, on your Instagram and your Snapchat or any other social media platforms that you're using, and you're scrolling down the feed, and boom, you get an ad from your favorite brand
that they're just getting a promotion done right now, that you're gonna save 70, you're gonna get saved 50, you're gonna
so good almost that they're actually making it seem like they're actually gonna pay you, or that you're actually almost paying $0 for the promotion that they're actually offering at the moment. In reality, guys, making sure that we unfollow, unsubscribe from these news feeds, and that we actually make sure that we're aware of these distractions will be the only way that we know that we can actually become minimalist in our finances. and eventually you end up saving much more money and having much more money to leverage yourself in the future. Okay guys, and that brings me to the next third tip, which is making sure that you eliminate debt. And making sure that you eliminate debt will actually obviously make sure that you're debt free. And I think we all want to be there one day when we all can see our visas at the 0 mark and make sure that we're actually paying off our visa at a given time without getting overcharged on interest. Unfortunately guys, a lot of debt from those items can actually start to own us. Okay guys, but with that being said, you guys might be like, slow down. How do those $300 sneakers, probably made for $20, actually own us?
You now, you're ours.
Guys, it's really simple. I felt it in my life when I made the bad decision to be a 17-year-old to go almost buy a $20,000 car without having a precise and clear plan on how I was going to pay it off. Guys, making those bad decisions in my early time actually made me spend time doing stuff that I actually hated, jobs that I hated to do, and making decisions that I hated to make. Draining down thousands of dollars on a monthly basis just trying to pay off an item that in return didn't make me really happy inside. So guys, in terms of how that item can actually start to own you, it can start to own your time. Your precious time that you really need, that you can actually be using for any other useful things. But guys, whichever way you choose on how you will become debt free is really up to you. But there's many ways out there that you can do this. But as long as you're getting to the final destination, making sure that you get better on from there will actually be the most important thing about this whole entire journey in itself. Okay guys, before the fourth tip is given out there, I want you guys to make sure you have subscribed to this channel. I want you guys to smash that like button and make sure you share this video with anybody that you know is in need of this content. So that brings me to step number 4, which is reduce your spending. You know guys, it might be easier said than done. You know, when you're going out shopping with your friends and your friends buy something, you probably want to buy something too. And I've been there, I've done that. But guys, to make sure that we're actually becoming a financial minimalist, we have to make sure that we reduce our spending to as little as possible. So I know for some that can be very hard, because maybe your friends hit you up and now they want to go to the mall with you, and boom, you see there a huge sign that says sale guys, and you don't want to miss on that sale. So what you do is you go inside the store and you become an impulsive buyer. You start spending money.
Like, you got money to spend everywhere.
And you start buying, a shirt for $5. You start spending, $10 here and there. You spend another 20. And all of a sudden, guys, you're walking through the food court and boom, that hits you. Your stomach starts, grumbling. Guys, and you start becoming so hungry, and probably 5 minutes ago you weren't hungry, and so your friend hits you up and he's like,
yo, I'm hungry, are you hungry?
And of course you're hungry. You don't want to say no because you don't want to be like that guy, that guy that said,
no, I'm trying to save my money, I'm actually not going to spend it, my mom's got food in the house.
So guys, you end up buying more than when you came. You came, you're just trying to have a good time to walk around the mall, but you end up spending $50, and yesterday you made $50 at your part-time job. So things like this, guys, things like these habits will actually get you nowhere. Having these spending habits will actually make you increase your spending and actually will decrease your saving amount. So instead, we want to actually pick a month, and just to test it out, pick a month where you can actually start to spend money on those necessary items that you actually cannot live without, and instead save on those items that are just impulse buys, just buy due to peer pressure, due to just wanting to make others happy. By doing this, you'll actually really see a really good return on your bank account, and you'll actually see those numbers increase. I think by seeing those extra $1,000 in your bank account will actually make and put a bigger smile on your face instead of those 10 sweaters that you have in there in your closet. Okay guys, so we finally came to the last tip, which is get a budgeting method. It is very important that we choose a method that we know we can consistently stay to it. The reason why we have to choose a method that will work in our long-term life is because, guys, we don't want to just do this method for a month and save $1,000, and then next month we actually start spending $2,000 again, go back to our normal selves. Instead, guys, we want to pick a method that we can use on our daily lives and make sure that we're using that method for long-term use. Because, guys, wealth and anything like that isn't a short-term thing. Wealth or finding or learning something new isn't learned in a short period of time. Instead, guys, it's that consistency that will pay off. So the importance of finding a method that you can use long term is extremely important. The most simplest methods out there is called the 80-20 rule, where you have 80% of your income ready to spend on not unnecessary things, but, guys, unnecessary things that you need as a human being. Things like food, rent, travel, anything, any necessary items that that you'll need in your life. So you might be asking, but I have 80%, so where's that 20% going? And boom, it will be going into your savings account. Extra 20% will be making sure that you have money saved up for rainy days, making sure that you have an emergency fund, making sure that you have enough money to actually start saving up for your retirement, making sure that you have money to invest when good investments hit you. The great thing about this rule is that it can be, the margins can change. You can change 70 to 30%. You can do 60% spending and 40% saving. You can even go as hardcore as doing 50% saving and 50% spending. It's all up to you. Some of your financial decisions can actually all be up to you. In our financial life, we want to make sure that we are in control of it and that we're our own boss at it. And we want to make sure that those items, those things, or any bad expenses that we're currently spending our money on isn't controlling our lives. Okay, guys, so with that being said, this video is all done. So make sure you go check out all my other videos that I have in my YouTube channel. If you guys have not yet, make sure you smash that like button. All you gotta do is smash that like button, hit that bell for notifications so you can be aware of new content coming out every Tuesday, every Friday, and make sure you're staying tuned for this Tuesday's video. So with that being said, take care, guys. Have an amazing week. And make sure you stay safe in your house. Time is crucial, guys, so you can implement this right now to make sure that you're saving as much money as possible, since a lot of people are jobless, guys. So you want to make sure that you're not spending money on unnecessary things that you probably were a year ago, and making sure that you actually find knowledge in this content. So if you guys did, make sure you subscribe. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.